But the Switch has been kind of criticized for its launch lineup. It may have even been criticized on this podcast.
You didn't.
Yes, I
did. You call it weak?
I thought 5 or 6 games. I think there might be up to 7 games available day one.
That's weak.
There's only 2 out of all the games that are coming out on day one. Only 2 of them are exclusive to the Switch.
Now, so what's the average for a new console to have?
I mean, they run the gamut. I mean, sometimes, you'll usually have at least, like, I want to say
10?
Close to 10 or a dozen games. Like 5. I mean, it's gotten better. I think I want to say they're up to 7. I know they're definitely up to 6, but 5 is just bad. I mean, a lot of people will say, well, the Nintendo 64, that had only 2 games at launch, and the Super Nintendo didn't have that many games at launch. It's like, well, yeah, but we're not 20 and 25 years ago either. Like, things have changed. Like, people demand more stuff. The Switch is going up against the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, which have how many games you can play now? And they're going to be the same. The PlayStation 4 is the same exact price. So if someone who doesn't have a PlayStation yet, when they look at the Switch, the only thing they're going to get is portability. You need to bring your A game with it.
So he's saying that the logic is that they'll, like, starting with less games will give them the opportunity to create more games over a longer period of time without a gap.
Right.
Rather than just spitting all the games out and then taking a long hiatus.
And that does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially with Nintendo.
I think that's a pretty good idea.
It is, except Satoru Iwata, the late president of Nintendo, said the same thing about the Wii U.
Oh, really?
Because the Wii U's launch lineup was also criticized.
And the lineup stayed weak.
Yeah.
Aside from Mario Maker, which is like the only thing they made later on that made people want to get it.
I saw something this week. The Wii U only had 117 games released for it on disc.
Really? Wow.
The original Nintendo had like over 700, nearly 800 that were official. So that's bad.
Yeah.
The Wii U like hardly has had anything.
I just want a Kirby game, and I want a Metroid game for the Switch eventually.
Yeah, and we haven't had a Metroid game since the Wii.
I know.
And we haven't had
Where's the love for the other characters other than freaking Mario and Link?
Yeah, a Kirby game we haven't had.
I like
since
Kirby more than Mario and Link. I'm sorry, I said it.
But yeah, just it's kind of it. To me, I would have given a different reason besides like, oh, we want to avoid gaps. Do you know how you avoid gaps? You have good third-party support. You have other people making games for your system. When other people are making games for your system, you don't have to worry so much about pushing
so far
your games
they've got
out.
other third-party companies that are committed, but they haven't actually done anything.
Right now, they claim somewhere around 100 games are in development for it now.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but it's probably just somebody jotting down some notes on a little notepad.
We'll see. Idea. And there are some good points that I'm hearing. Like, it is very true that you can't. Some of the best game consoles have not had the best launches. But the fact that this launch is so weird and it's taking place basically at the midlife of PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
And it's going to be competing with them that have very well-established game libraries. It's not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have to bring a little bit more to the table. At least Super Mario Odyssey, they need to get that game out by the holidays.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I think if they postpone it, they're going to lose out on a lot of sales for this year. But it's Nintendo. They do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.